Here is my review of why I like X-Men: The Last Stand. I enjoy the character development, action, and more light-hearted tone. The film is good at adding several new characters and increasing the roles of several others. These include Beast, portrayed by Kelsey Grammer, Kitty Pryde by Ellen Page, and Juggernaut, as well as Angel and some other less well-known mutants. Angel remains a well-known person, and seeing him added a lot. The film also increased the role of several X-Men characters such as Dark Phoenix and Kitty Pryde. The film did a soft reboot of Kitty and greatly enhanced her presence. It also introduced and increased the role of Jean Grey and made her central to the movie. The film was a little more action-oriented than predecessors, and I enjoyed that part of it. For instance, there was a big battle at the end between those that supported the mutant gene erasure and those opposed. The film was also much light-hearted than predecessors, which made it more enjoyable. In this essay, I discuss why The Wolverine remains one of my favorite films. I love the cinematography, drama, and setting of the film. The Wolverine glistens some excellent cinematography, which is why it acts as my favorite movie. The setting starts in British Columbia, shortly after the events of X-Men: The Last Stand. This also ranks highly, and I may commit to a review in the near future. He lives off the grid during the winter months. By using a darker, but more appealing filter, it makes the scene and movie enjoyable. During this time, he encounters a large bear maliciously killed by hunters. The scene is highlighted by bear tracks and a beautiful forest. In town, he confronts the hunters after meeting a mysterious stranger. Shot in Australia, they beautifully captured the tone of nature using an appealing and easygoing filter. The second part takes place in Tokyo, Japan. Shot on location and Australia. The cinematography made it easygoing while portraying the more sleek aspects of the city. For instance, during a train chase scene, action examined through the lens of a more passive and darker setting and more dramatic. Logan returns to visit a dying man he once saved post-World War II. Taking largely at the family compound. The scene used rain and more peaceful filming techniques to make for a more enjoyable film experience. The drama of the film helped keep the film grounded and on track with a curious story. The drama largely worked in line with a mystery and whodunit and did not overextend itself. Action scenes filmed a more earthy aspect, and the context of the story and drama was not over the top, but performances remained anchored to the overall peaceful emotion fitting inside the greater mystery. The film stayed on track with who or what was behind strange events within the compound. Little aspects kept the story focused on events such as who or what is trying to kill Mariko, and why they want her dead. It also focused on Logan's relationship with Jean Grey, mortality, and other themes, acting as a snapshot to the greater canopy. The greater genius of the film that questions may or may not have been answered and taking place tethered to a more peaceful and subdued plot tone. The setting also made the film one of my favorites. Taking place in British Columbia, then in Japan. Many scenes worked within the context of a single family. Working through a familiar setting while masterfully incorporating nature into scenes such as night, snow, and downpour, the film created a welcoming and visually appealing tone. The setting and decision to film on location created a strong and magnetic setting that makes the movie one of my favorites. This is a movie review of Avengers Endgame. Overall, I enjoyed the plot of the movie. For instance, I liked how they were forced to go back in time to find the Infinity Stones. Reviewing Venom: The Last Dance. Clearly a movie created to fulfill Sony's contractual requirements with Marvel. The movie was fairly mediocre for about the first half, but covered up for it with a good action scene
How
at
fast
the
do you
end.
think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out!
And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret. Let's go get him.